And I'm back. And my phone's blowing up. Anyway, short lunch break because this stuff is fun. And I gotta log off at like 2:30, get to a doctor's appointment. So, sun is slowly warming it up here. Let's get back to it. Now, we've got our lower floor generating here. Reverse direction failed is probably 155. Yeah, I don't want to do this as an enumerator anymore. Let's change that back to void generate for now. And just generate like so. It's useful for debugging in some ways, but it's actually detrimental for debugging in other ways. But anyway, 155 is more or less this guy. Generate cell, reverse direction. Right. Reverse direction failed because down can't be up. Who tried to call it though is what I'm interested in double checking. 136. 136 is just going straight for generate cell. New direction. Why don't we just make... I mean, eventually this is probably going to have to be different anyway. Generate cell down. So we're not going to need a direction. Old cell, come on. Old cell dot position dot y -1. We don't need to apply the direction. We're just going straight down. Dungeon cell, blah, 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 is all good. We're only using X and Z here. That's not terrible. And direction equals direction dot down. Now, we should be able to continue branching and generate corridor. Let's say, let's just go straight for if cell dot direction is equal to direction dot down. Just, that's not going to work. We're not generating. Well, I mean, that means that we want to build the staircase. But, what's happening? It keeps defaulting straight to Twitch chat, not multi-stream chat. Sorry about that. How's it going, Noah and Arcanius? Yeah, we got this done in the AM. Working on improving it. That should solve the warning. So far, we've got it generating nice little random dungeons like so. And of course, you know, we can upgrade all of this a lot as we go. The rooms don't all have to be square. big new thing is we're now creating multiple floors. So I'm not going to do the staircase just yet, but this guy is going down to this guy. So let's get him to continue branching out after he goes down, and then we can adjust our sizes a bit. Generate the main path, generate the branches, connect rooms based on their starting direction. This is all good and well. Definitely. I'm looking to use this asset here that I bought back in November. And it has, I'm sure it's got some preset rooms, so we'll try that out for starters. And then we'll do some, just make our own stuff. We'll have some plain rooms, yada yada. Suggestion for the stairs. Let's say we got we're generating the main path. This is like the first floor. Generate the first floor. Generate the branches. Connect the rooms. Go down. We kind of want to do all of that again, which means that we kind of want to make all of this a method rather than copy and paste it all again. Cell count. Do we want to make a full-sized second floor is the question. Do we want to allow the main path to go down at certain intervals on its own rather than wait till it gets all the way to the end? That might be a better approach. Let me think about that for a second. Pick a direction. New direction. Get direction. Let's say we've got a float. Down chance. And this guy's going to equal... I like to spell stuff properly. Let's say each room has like a 10% chance of going down. And then when we go to generate a new room, we're going to go and look to generate a direction. We're not going to add the old direction. Yeah, and I don't want to add down in that situation either. So let's do all of those and just give it a chance. So let's do get, and I'm going to make a new one for this, not get random. Oops. Let's do float get chance, and we'll give it an XYZ. So here we're just going to do noise get simplex XYZ. I'm going to convert that into a 1, 0 to 1, and that's really all I have to do. Return, and I'd like to spell it properly again. We don't need any of that. Don't need that. Return. Man, I can't spell all of a sudden. What's going on here? Get chance, return noise, get simplex plus 1 divided by 2. And that's a float, so that's all good. Well, I don't think we'd want to make every second floor have a bunch of traps. I think the traps want to be just spread out at random, or else people get used to that. Float, let's say float rand equals get random, and we're looking at current position dot x, current position dot y, current position dot z. And what about that do you not like? You're still an int, aren't you? You're supposed to be a float. And now okay, not you. Float, let's get random, get chance. Okay, so now you're supposed to be get chance, not get random. Get chance, and then if, let's see, down chance is less than or equal to our random chance that we've pulled, we want to return direction down. Ignoring all of this, it should be impossible. Not impossible. Not impossible. Let's go ahead and just double check. That we're not going to run into something. Current position dot y minus 1, and I'm going to look through my current cells, see if there's an x and an old position dot y equals new position dot y and z, and if possible if found equals true, and then we can break the for loop. If not found, then I will return direction dot down. Otherwise, we will just continue onwards to try to find something else, assuming the down didn't work. And we're going to need to be checking y here as well. Old position dot y is equal to new position dot y. Since we're moving in 3 directions, 3D now. Anything else I need to update? Generate floor, generate room. That's fine. Generate floor, y, good. Blah, blah, blah. Generate floor 0. That's not okay. These need to be at... This is generate corridor stuff. Okay. Dungeon cell... yeah. Cell dot position dot y should be plenty good. I think I need to do times 10 for that guy. And we're going to want to do the same for here. And now I'm going to turn this off. And we should have a chance of going down, if I'm not mistaken. Minecraft was definitely a big part of it. I really like even modern games like Empyrean is one of my favorite games. Conan Exiles is a favorite game of mine. But in both of those, you reach a point where, you know, you've got star medal or whatever, and it's just like, I don't like PvP, I like PvE, and, you know, after you play for so many hours, there's just no more leveling up you can do in games like that. You know, you reach the end, and then I don't want to play the game anymore, and that really bothers me, because I really like the games. It's just that I've leveled up, and sometimes I'll start a new character, and I'll level them up, and, you know, it's just, I really like if Empyrean, they got their new solar system. If they could work in a system of tiers like we've got, I would totally play that game way more, because I didn't save something. I just don't like getting to the max level. And I know I love crafting, I know I love building, so couldn't find previous. Reverse direction failed. What's going on here? Dungeon generator 329. 9160. 90. That's the main path. Goes down to 160. It says reverse direction. And is it trying to go down like immediately? And then eventually this fails. Start, generate 224. 131. 131, generate corridor for all the dungeon cells, and at 224 it breaks. Couldn't find old cell is what's going on here. If direction equals down, I'm going to return get previous cell. What's going on here? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's all about the procedural generation, so it only saves the changes that you do. I got 32 dungeon cells. This guy's direction is null. Well, that's not good. How did that happen? Is that because I changed? Didn't I move? No, I didn't move null. What's going on here? Generate new dungeon cells with direction equals south. That's good. Get a new direction. Found equals true. If not found, return direction down. Otherwise, it seems to be failing these. Down chance, get chance. If down chance is 0.1, right? Down chance is less than or equal to the random. New position is current position y minus 1. I'm going to go through all the current cells. See if I can't. They're not getting to down though. Wow, possible directions. Okay, well, this is why we have the coroutine method as well, because it's being weird. Now I'm gonna turn, actually I deleted those, didn't I? Generate the main path, debug.log, no, break, yield return null. What are you doing? Immediately fails and gets null. Reverse direction failed on dungeon generator 163. So this is the generate cell. Dungeon generator 90. Current cell equals generate cell, new direction, direction, new direction. Let's get a debug on the new direction. Surely it's not going down immediately. What happened? Let's say, how about if current, if dungeon cells dot count equals greater than, let's say 4. So we have at least 4 before we get into that. Is that what you're doing? Let's try that again. South, south. Okay, yeah, so it was trying to go down really quick. But even then, when it does try to do that, Tabby-chan, you should be nice to your sister. Huh? What are you doing? She's just sleeping there. Generate the main path. Generate a new cell. Pick a direction. It's fine. Reverse direction doesn't get applied here yet. Get direction, if it's null, is round. Oh, no, that's not right. If direction equals down, it's also possible to get null. And that's just not what I wanted to do there. If direction equals null, this is dead end. But anyway, generate cell then gets called, and we are applying the direction, and the direction then wants to get set up as reverse direction. Forget why that is. New direction we're going to grab, and then we're going to move in that direction, applying the direction, and then we want to reverse it. However, if we get to direction equals down, we want to return down just the same. We're going down, we can just call it down. It means it came from up, but there is no up, so we don't have to worry about that. So direction equals down, generate cell down. If I guess, yeah, if new direction, we could do it like this. If new direction is equal to direction dot down, oops, did I place that wrong? Current cell is equal to generate cell, current cell, new direction. Where was my move down? Cell, 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 generate cell. He was still doing the generate cell, so no, yeah, we still want that. Generate room. We never did actually call generate cell down. Alright, so we don't need that. Get direction, generate cell. If it's down, it's just down. Add it, generate it. Let's not pause this time. All errors have to be fixed. Not all path codes turn on. Meh. Meh. I should make a switch for that. But no big deal. Didn't error, but didn't do what it's supposed to. 32 cells. And can you not expand all of them for me? 32 cells, but I'm not seeing 32 cells. That does not look like 32 cells to me. Let's try a regen. Okay, so I'm hitting my 10% chance to go down, and then it gets confused, I think. Down chance is 0. No, still. What are you doing? Down chance is 0, y'all. If down chance under get new direction, oh, there goes the sun. Get direction. If down chance equals, yeah, that's not how we want to do that. If down chance is greater or equal to random. My bad. Alright, down chance is still just, it's not working though. So, new direction. Direction equals reverse direction. Yeah, this is incorrect here. Apply direction. There we go. Apply direction. Case down. We want to do position Y minus minus. How's that look? Still only a 10% chance to go down. It's hard to tell if you are going down. I don't think you are anywhere. Let's do a couple of regens. Doesn't look like you are. How about 50% chance to go down? There you do go down, but then once you do go down, you don't know what to do. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We got 2 downs. That must be a branch down. So, after we go down, we've done generate cell, we've applied direction, that's all good. Returns back to here, we've added it, we generated it. Now we want to get a new direction based on our current direction and cell position. Current direction is down, so we're going to go ahead and add all possible directions in there. And it's unlikely that we'll get down again, but certainly possible. Well, possible directions that count, try to find one of these, and then there we go, new position equals current position dot y. And I need you to go and double check against those. That was the problem. We need you to use the updated y value, please. And hopefully we should now see multiple levels. Let's turn that up a little bit. 0.2. Nobody wants to go down. I got an error. I think I just clicked that too quick. Alright, well, I'll up it again to 0.5. And there it goes down again, but it's still not expanding outward. While dungeon cells that count is less than cell count, so it should keep going. It's going to get a new direction. Sometimes it's going to get down. Get down. Most of the time we want to make sure that we are looking at new position, apply direction. That's all good and well. We're not using down in that case. And this is all just generating data, reverse direction. Again, it doesn't matter. Nobody's using you right now, sir. Generate cell, add it, generate a room. Why do I feel like it's in here somewhere? Hello, cell position equals old cell dot cell position dot y. That's why I felt like it was in there, because it was. Apply direction. Okay, let's see now how that works. Once again, nobody likes to go down when there's only a 10% chance. There's a 50% chance to go down. Ooh, that's a funky. That would be a weird dungeon. So the reason that has happened is because we are checking the chance to get a direction down. Where do we check that? Generate cell, generate corridor room, get direction. This random is based on the current XYZ. You would expect that to form a little better. Let's do times 50 times 78 and times 922. Let's just add a 1 on all of these for no good reason. Get random using only the X and the Z and a 0. Oh, that's the range. Get the random. New direction. Where is that used? Possible, right. Try to find. Yeah. I think we should also build a 3-dimensional version of this which we can do like so. Just say XYZ and do the same thing so that we can get direction like so. Current position dot y times 111. That will make sure that we're getting a different direction for each time that we move up and down. And again, 50 is a bit much, but 10 just doesn't really seem to be doing it. How about 2, like I say. Here we've got some nice 3 level. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, let's try to get some stairs set up. That is way too long down. Currently we're going 10 times 3. 30 meters. Is that right? I think so. Which is fine for cell size. But let's do int cell. Well, first of all, I want to do cell size lateral. And then let's do cell size vertical. Equals 5 tops. Who's using you? Lateral, lateral, lateral. Lateral, 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 lateral. Who's using the Y? Nobody's using the Y. Just right here, cell position dot Y. Let's look for 10s, I guess. Cell position D, Z times cell size lateral. Plus get random. Yeah, that's correct. Cell lateral. You're probably doing the same thing here. Generate floor P times cell size lateral. Nope, and that is Y. Generate floor Y, cell size vertical. Position X is lateral, but the generate here is cell size vertical. Cell size vertical. There's a 10 up here, that's fine. That should bring things closer together on the vertical plane. It's a double staircase down. Still, that's pretty steep. Gonna have to do what? I guess as long, you know, it's just, shouldn't be, because it is possible. Like, there we go. This guy's got 4 exits. But I guess that means that we can assume he didn't roll down on any of those. So anybody that rolls down should always have at least one wall somewhere. Right. So if we grab one of those walls and we start marching down 1.1x, what was that? I don't know what that means. What are you talking about? 1x. We grab one of the walls that is definitely not being used, and we start to march down. I think might be better to just build static spiral staircase kind of thing. Alright, let's... Did I already download this guy? What's he called? Dungeon Modular Asset Pack. Is he in the project already? Don't think so. My assets. Purchase date. Download. Yeah. Thinking, I mean, could do... You know, our current staircases move 3 meters per. And I'm currently saying that the ceiling can go up to 5. So we'd have to make 5 steps down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you don't really want to start right here. So then what are you doing? Are you switchbacking down? It just kind of makes things a little bit more different. Probably want to force define some things to make sure the room isn't too small. If it's a downward room, which we can certainly do, like here, for example, but if we have a nice spiral staircase that we can just stack, we have ladders in the current towers. They work, they're ugly. Doing the animations is hard, and you can't have mobs pathing up and down them very easily. Don't want to use ladders. We do have spiral staircases that are only 2 by 2. So like it could fit in here and just stack it down a bit. That would work fine. Let's see what there's actually in this package though. Seems like a very dungeon worthy asset. 1:30. I gotta go in about an hour. Putting a spiral staircase right in the middle of the room would be just about the easiest thing to do. We wouldn't have to worry about entrances and exits. We'd know right where it is. This and that. Alright, dungeon. Prefab. Room 1, room 2, wall stone. Let's go look at the demo scene, I guess. What do you want me to save? I don't need to save anything there. Oh, failed to load. Oh, that's nice. What a wonderful wonderful package. January 27, 2020. Oh, supported Unity versions. Well, there you go. Get rid of you, and we'll just bring you straight into this one. Assuming you can remember who I am across instances, which you don't seem to be very good at. What did? My assets. Cannot import. Oh, I'm in play mode. No, it's just, I mean, I could get a lady to, I've got a lady that does 3D work for me, and I could commission some spiral staircases from her for probably, I pay her, I think it's $15 an hour or something like that, so it'd probably take her 3 or 4 hours. I think she's the one that actually made, she might have never not upgraded the spiral staircases. We upgraded a lot of the other buildings. I don't think I ever got her to do that, but no, $500 would get a lot from her. It's just, you know, it's nice being able to buy some of this $10 stuff when you're a starving artist. But I can't complain. As I complain. Save. Let's look at their demo scene here. Once again, no materials. Dude. You gotta work on your stuff there. I'm on 2019.4. His thing says that it works 2019.2 or higher. Ugh. Well, this is not exciting. What about the prefabs? Do the prefabs work? Prefabs are all broken. Let's try and reload Unity, just because. I'm sure all the art is in there and whatnot, but reassigning everything by hand is not fun. Ugh. Let's see if he's got a support forum or something. I bet he doesn't. That's kind of the main point of Patreon, yeah. I mean, I pay sound guys, and a 3D girl is currently who I am commissioning stuff from. I just got some messages from my sound guys actually today. I haven't looked at them yet. They're working on monster noises and stuff. They're the guys that did all the music and everything too. It kind of more boils down to what do we really need. Like, I want to get a deconstruction bench in, so it's like I don't have, you know, what does a deconstruction bench look like? I don't have an asset like that, and there's probably some, you know, steampunk survival set that I could buy that would look totally out of place. So I'd probably want to order that from my 3D girl and spend 60 bucks on it or something, you know. When we get there, what was I trying to do? I don't want a refund. How come this didn't load properly for me? Looks like other people enjoying it. One guy likes it. Not just walls and floors. Anyway, description. Lighting demo scene HD. I'm not using the high def render pipe. Is that what's going on with his stuff here? Materials. Internal error shader. Interesting. Everything is broken. What happens if I turn you to standard? Let's look at everything that probably doesn't need transparency. Foliage mite, floor dirt, drape, I don't know, black, tale, escalier, I don't know what any of this is. Standard, please. How's it looking? Looking fine. Let's go ahead and just upgrade everything to be standard. Window, water, probably break, but what are you gonna do? Alright. Well, the stuff works anyway. Just had some funky shaders that I think he probably has set up for high definition render pipeline, which we do not use. So let's check out his dungeon. Still something over here is not working. Is this terrain? Terrain, you want to matte terrain. Let's see. It's probably got... I don't think that's standard. Yeah, whatever. Probably not standard. It's probably supposed to be terrain. Standard. Yeah, there you go. That's some funky terrain there. Oh, there you go. Okay, I know he's just got it set up over here. I don't know why I made a terrain, but whatever. So we've got walls, we've got floors, we've got some stairs, we've got some pillars. Flamey candle goblets, gates, grates, staircase. Pretty standard stuff, but should make for some nice walls at least. Let's check out and I maybe could have. Do I still have asset loader open? I do. Let's see. Girl's name is Charmin. Don't think the staircases are in here. Let's do a search for spiral. Spiral stairs. High and low. Do these connect? And what is their size? Where are we? Get rid of all this crap. I should go to a new scene. No, I don't want you. New staircase. New cube. Move to 0. But go 1.5 in all directions and scale yourself by 3. And this guy went at 0, 0. Okay. Still yelling at me about that stuff I imported. Let's delete it. Dungeon. Did I already delete it? I guess so. Fantasy Creatures Global already contains scrolling UVs. Nobody cares about you. Silly Unity. I don't plan on using the Demon Lord anyway. We might. He might fit into the fire plane. What's he look like? Yeah, he's basically a Balrog. I'm actually trying to make sure I get the scale of this guy correct. Why is he not at 0? And where is my grid? Why do I not have a grid? How do you turn the grid on? That is the 0 grid. He's just off in the wrong direction is all. Looks like he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. I'm assuming, let's see, probably 6 tall. I don't know why he's backwards like that though, so this is the positive direction. Let's just move you not like that. This isn't gonna work either, is it? No, it did work. Okay. So he is a 6 by 6, I believe. And yeah. He does look nicely contained, just barely sticking out the bottom funkily. So, logic would say I could copy him, move him up 6, move him back 6, and rotate him -90. That does not look connected. Yeah, that's why I don't use this asset. We can kind of fake that, right? What's going on? The cube goes up to here. That looks like a decent step. He just needs to go up a little bit higher. I thought I had Charmin do these over for me once. I'm in the asset loader. Models. Spiral staircase. staircase high. That's what we're looking at, right? Yeah, this is the one that other dude built for me. Charmin's not done this for me, I don't believe. I'm gonna go look at that real quick. Forgive me for blacking the screen out. I think I can sign in with Google. And I want to look at my messages from Charmin. And 2 stair files. Did I just never get around to implementing these? Gonna make myself feel bad. Where are we at? D drive? No. There we are. Assets, let's go to Charmin. Dump them in there. Close that up. Come back. Let's see what she made. Oh, she just did real normal. That one looks nice. Cut in the middle. It's kind of not usable as is, though. This one looks pretty cool, though. I gotta get her to finish that staircase. But you know, we're just testing stuff out anyway. This is fine. It's got a silly gap in it. Maybe I can just nudge it up and scale it up. Let's see. Z 0.02 0.025, kind of like. And how are we looking on our cube? So if we copy and paste values, still a little funky because we moved it up. Probably don't want to move it up at all. Move it back down. Do want to scale it up a little though. Is that scaling? Yeah, it's only going up when I do that. Okay. Let's move this guy up like 0.5. That looks fine. Now it's going to be sticking out of the cube a little bit, but so is that guy. Not a big deal. It's a good start. Something to play with. I'm just going to export this into, what are we working on? Where are we? Unity projects, test 3, assets. I gotta name it, staircase. Now we should be able to bring that into our dungeon builder scene. Staircase. Rather, if you didn't put that in 3 different folders, but it's not going to let me specify, so what are you going to do? Let's move it all into here. Where else did it go? And will it show me again? It will. Models, textures to export. That's right. Move you into here. Why did it bring that whole folder? I must have brought that in previously. Oh yeah, I did. That was me. Just move all of that into there with him. Very good. Okay, so now we've got a spiral staircase that is textured, yes. So, let's make a position for it in our little builder here. This is going to be staircase. Let's go ahead and call it spiral staircase prefab. I'm gonna drag it right on there. Now then, when we hit a room, and it's 155, when we hit a room, generate the branches. Light is already on. The sun has clearly gone behind the clouds. Generate the branches. No. Generate room. First thing that happens is when we determine the direction. So, generate cell. We have a current room. It decides it wants to go down for the next room. So what we want to do, we've already generated the floor for this room. Well, let's just build the staircases for starters. So I'm going to change this to 6. And that's actually times 3. Yeah, we'll see. Generate room, generate floors. It's going to generate a bunch of floors. If current cell dot direction is equal to direction down, that means that we have come from above. And now I want you to generate a spiral staircase at, what should we do? Current cell position. Yeah, let's just go right in the middle for now. Pause dot x times 10, or let's do, cell size lateral, comma, pause dot y times cell vertical, comma, pause dot z times cell lateral, and generate floor. We can put it right down here. Void generate spiral staircase int x int y int z. Void, and yeah, we'll do a transform parent as well. I mean, it's kind of silly to be whatever, doesn't matter. We'll just say room parent for now. And let's see, we want to I'm not sure how many we need. For int I equals 0, I equals less than, I don't know, 3? We'll just try and see how far that gets us. Game object go equals instantiate spiral staircase prefab. The go.transform.set parent to the parent. Go.transform.position equals x times 3 y times 3 z times 3. Let's say vector 3. Go.transform.scale, just to be safe, equals vector 3.1. Now we're going to want to set up a count. Or how about, let's see. Do we just rotate it? Is that all we do? If he's at 0, 0 here, and I rotate him 90, he's going to go that way. 180 is going to go that way. 270 is going to go that way. Okay, so we just need to rotate him. He's pivoting properly. So I just need to do like a, let's do a float called rot equals 0. And at the end of this, rotation plus equals, actually I think minus equals 90. And then we want to go ahead and do go.transform. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do int counter equals 0. And let's do go.transform.rotate. And I think that will make use of its own pivot. So I can just do new vector 3, 0. I want to go backwards. And oh, that's my axis. Okay. Vector 3, I think it's down. And I want to go 90 degrees. I don't think I need to specify the space. But let's do it anyway. To the local coordinate system. Okay. And we want to do that times our counter. So at the end of that, we can do counter plus plus, and each subsequential staircase will rotate further. Likewise, we want each of them to get higher. Generate spiral staircase. Not really sure what that's going to do, to be honest. Let's take a look, see. Hello. What do we got? We got some spiral staircases. They are in the middle. What is going on though? They're not going up enough. This needs to be spiral staircase. Counter times 2. And why are they not? You guys are all in the same position. No, yeah, just your Y's are changing. They're going in the wrong rotation though. So let's go, and it's just the discrepancy between up and down, whichever way you're facing your reference of rotation. Doesn't really matter. Who's got a staircase? Okay. Yeah, so we've got a staircase leading down to this floor now. And sticking up a little bit too, which is nice. So if this was not here, probably all of these were not there, we would be able to get down. It's kind of dangerous, not gonna lie. Can we fit down here without hitting our heads? Yeah, I think so. You know, it would be nice to have kind of more walled off staircase, to be honest, and maybe we'll get Charmin to do that for us. So we want to get rid of those floors. Now, the floors are generated prior to figuring out that we are, in fact, gonna send the next room down. Can I do... Can I figure out... I've got the current direction and the current position, which means I can determine the next outcome, because this is not actual random numbers. Again, these are all based on noise. So I can actually do this exact same thing within generate room. This is generate floor, is it not? This is where we call generate floor anyway. So let's see if we can't direction, let's say next direction equals current cell direction, current cell dot position, because this has already been updated, right? Current cell equals generate cell. We're now in the generate room, so the current cell has been updated to the point where we can determine the next direction. In the case of the next direction being down, we want to leave open. That's a bit of a tough sell. What numbers do we want to leave open? Let's see if we can determine that by look alone. Oh, easy there. We're determining this based on the what? Cut out this whole space would not work. The center is going to be right here. This is looking in the positives. So we want to remove these 4, I think, which is going to be from the center. -2, -2. A lot of math going on here. For example, if in our example of 9, it's 4 down, 5 up. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's obviously the center. Which is the actual... So this is a 6 by 6. So it's going 6 divided by 2, 6 divided by 2. This floor and the seal aren't functioning because they're unnecessary. It's already coming out as an integer. So we can just do if next direction equals direction dot down, and let's say x is equal to this minus 1 minus 3 is going to be minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 2 minus 1. This should be the 0 point. 1, 2. And we are doing less than, not less than or equal. So yeah, okay. So that's minus 1 and minus 2 that we want. If x equals this, or x equals this, and we want to put that whole thing in parentheses once. And we're going to do it again with if z equals position z minus 1 or position z minus 2. Too many parentheses? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, not enough there. We do not need these. So if our next direction is down and we are one of those 4, honestly, we want you to continue. Failing that, it's going to go ahead and generate the floor. Let's see what that does. We've got a staircase with 4 slots open above it. Only one in this seed. It looked like it did it at the end accidentally. Which would be a very bad place to fall into. And why would it do that? Dungeon generator room. Cell count per floor 20. Dungeon cells 30. What happened here? Number 29 came from the east and it is a dead end. It's a dead end. Oh, but the next... Okay. Is dead end gets assigned prior to that stuff calling, doesn't it? If new direction is null, then it's a dead end, or if... Let's just move this above this guy, and now we can say if not is dead end. If not, current cell dot is dead end. and the next direction equals down, and all of that, then we're good. So we don't want that hole at the bottomless pit instead of a boss. And that looks like that fixed that. I don't know if that's the no, that's the entrance. I don't know if that's the end or that's the end, but these staircases are working fine. You know, and like I say, we might want to cut some more of this out. We might want to add some walls so that you can't see the room you're going down into, things like that. But and I could add some simple walls here, honestly, just like you know, duplicate these guys, rotate them, what, Z90, move them a squidge, like this. You know, we could do some of that stuff really easy too. Just build little sections that you go down. Not a big deal. Let's see. They look kind of big though. You mean like, so they go all the way to the center, kind of? I think that's how most spiral staircases are. You know, that this edge, well, this is just a funky angle. This corner starts here, and this corner ends all the way at the end of this corner. And then usually this is either filled in, or these go all the way to the center. I don't think they would actually have any instances where it go all the way to the center, because then the difference between each step would be like, you know, a millimeter. It just turned into this smooth, you know, the further you got from the center, the wider, the thicker the steps would get. I think in most cases you would just have a nice big wall here. And honestly, that is not at all difficult to do. Let's say we go to where this guy is and we do something like a cylinder. And we make him something like 3 by 3 by 20, I don't know. You know what I mean? If we just had a pillar here, is it 6 by 6? Maybe too big, but maybe just right if you positioned it properly. Something like this. So you don't fear for your life when you're trying to get up the staircase. And then you could duplicate that and do 12 by 12 maybe, and give this guy a back face, or just reverse the normals anyway, so that you could, I might set something up like that. I can do basic stuff. Honestly, I could just do a create material standard. Can I do back faces on this? Yeah, I don't know how to, I'm not gonna cut out blah blah blah. I don't think I can just flip a switch and do that, but basically you can tell the triangles to render on both sides, or you can just flip them around. Which is not a big deal, but anyway, I gotta get going, to be honest. Like I say, I think this is a little bit big for a dungeon. Maybe not, though. Could be a good size. There's a few floors there. Oh, and then even two different. So this one branched down, and then this one branched down separately. That's fun. How about if we up the down chance a little bit? Get totally lost. That's kind of cool too, though. Then a double down into a boss fight. And we'll make these into actual rooms with walls and monsters and stuff in them. Good start though. But yeah, I gotta go. I got a doctor's appointment in just a little bit here, and kind of gotta go to the bathroom, get ready, kind of thing. Went to the store on my way back. I wouldn't mind streaming when I get back. We'll see though. I usually don't stream at night. But I will be working on this either way. So tomorrow morning things might be shaped up a little bit different. We'll take a few days to get this going. And then we can start adding in some new monsters and loot. And I've also got, you might have seen them on my little asset stored list here. Mimics, which are fake treasure chest monsters, you know. Kind of excited to get those in. They look like chests, but then if you interact with them, they open up and attack you, make people scream. That's fun. Anyway. Yeah, you too. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for any support if you were heading that way. Christopher, I think you're already a supporter on Patreon. I just feel bad about it. I wish I knew. I should post more there. I should have posted that video I posted yesterday on Patreon. But yeah.